Hello, it's the Golden Fool Garrett, or whatever you want to call me. I've eaten nothing but pizza for the past 2 days. And by that I mean 3. And I'd like to apologize for completely missing my upload yesterday. So let's do something special to make up for it, right? Let's do what's the most special thing we could do? Let's just do an Eden run, you know? It's a waste of an Eden token, but it gave us a pretty hardcore start for today. That's fine. We should be able to survive this and keep the streak alive for forever. So I totally meant to record on Monday, and then Yu-Gi-Oh happened, and I didn't do anything but Yu-Gi-Oh the entire day. And I know what you're thinking. G-Fool, first of all, you're a sloppy, greasy man, to which I have to, to vehemently agree. I am covered in garlic sauce at any given time of the day. I really need to lose weight. And the other thing you might be thinking is, G-Fool, when did you get so cool? You're always talking about this Yu-Gi-Oh game? To which I reply, faithful servant of the herd, follow forth, and you will be redeemed with infinite paradise. For Yu-Gi-Oh is more than a game. Nay, boy, turn thine head, for it is divinity. So that's my excuse for not recording on Monday. Bird's Eye is really good. I gotta blow my nose. I gotta clear my throat. Welcome to the sloppiest episode ever recorded, ladies and gentlemen. You ever meet somebody or see somebody who describes themselves as sloppy or dirty or gross, and you're just like, I don't want to hang out with you? Yeah, that's how I feel about myself right now. Can this open? It can open secret rooms. Before we go in there, though, like, I get it. You wanna appear special and interesting. Like, man, you could pick up things besides greasy and sloppy. I know that probably doesn't make sense with what I'm saying right now about myself, but there's a certain archetype of people out there, and we should all judge them, is all I'm saying. Nah, I'm just kidding, though. Nah, I lie. Sick animation. Shout out to them. I'm sure they're watching my channel right now. Yo, okay, so we actually got a pretty bussy-wussy little starter right here. I'm going to try to record 2 videos today to get some sort of a backlog going. I don't know if that'll happen, man. I got a lot of chores I got to do, a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh I got to play, and a lot of homework I got to do, in that order. So we'll see if we can get all that done. We still need to defeat Lil Plum without hitting he, her, them, they. I would be dead if not for the soul heart. Let's chill out on damage. Isn't it crazy that that's a cognitive muscle I can flex? Like, hey, let's stop being dumb. Okay, smart mode engaged. Why don't we just have smart mode engaged at all times? You know, I'm really glad for the autonomic systems that we have. Here I go, trying to sound smart again. I don't know if that's what it's called. I think it's autonomic. But like, bro, why the hell can't I just turn off sadness? You know? You ever think about that? I should just be able to turn off sadness as an emotion entirely. Or like, if I'm hungry and I know that I don't have any food coming, but I have food coming later, just being like, yo, brain, chill the fuck out. There's food coming later, but not right now. Or like, if you stub your toe, be like, hey, brain, I get it. I stubbed my toe. Don't do that again. I don't need more of the hurdy squirty for that, you know? Let's take it down a peg there, chieftain. Okay, so this item, whatever the starting item is, toxic ass or whatever, is way better than I thought it was, man. Definitely have undervalued this in my Isaac career. We need to get our luck as high as possible. Oh, man. About that time in the video that I asked you, how you doing, and did you notice the sheer amount of spittle that just flew forth from my gullet? Again, I'm just trying to be as disgusting as possible in this episode. I apologize for what that means for you, the viewers. I've been, okay. You know? Life has been busy, man, and I haven't wanted to do anything. I skipped class yesterday. I know that some of the viewers watching are going to know about this part of my life already, the saga. But I wasn't sure. What does this look like? Is that fucking... That was fucking dude from Salad Fingers. Fucking Herman Cain? No. Why did I do that? P. Sherman Wallaby Way 42 Sydney? See, I can remember that, but I can't remember the name of the dude from Salad Fingers. I should really be able to remember that. How many times as I saw that video? It's Herman, I think. Or something similar. Hubert Cumberdale. Hubert Cumberpatch. Where did fucking Herman come from, man? Either way, nailed it. Rusty spoons. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to not go to school tomorrow or yesterday or not. I went for all my other classes, and I haven't skipped a single class the entire semester, but man, something about yesterday, I just didn't feel like dealing with it, you know? Sometimes, or, you know, every Tuesday at 3:30 to 7:30, or no, it's 4:30 to 7:30. Sometimes you have to go to your death and dying class and sit there for 3 hours while your professor talks about death and or dying. And sometimes you don't want to fucking do that. Sometimes that's the most depressing shit you could possibly do on a Tuesday afternoon, which is arguably the most depressing day. Oh my god, I'm trying to control my burps for you people. It's arguably the most depressing day of all already. You know, who wants to be alive on a Tuesday? But oh, if I die here, that's gonna be the saddest gamer moment of all of history. But like, Tuesday already sucks, man. I don't want to talk about death. I want to talk about ass. I'm in a mood today, man. No pills. Spirit heart, yes. Next floor, go. It's okay. But the syllabus said regular attendance is required, which to me was very confusing. Like, Brusky, do I need to come to class? Is it going to affect my grade, or is it going to just be a thing that you're kind of hoping that I do? You know, it doesn't seem like it affects the grade. But what I ended up doing was interpreting, as a lawyer would do, what regular meant, and I interpreted it to mean usual, pretty good, and I usually have pretty good attendance. Therefore, not the streak, dude! No! Hold on. I have pretty good attendance, but man, we gotta focus up. Nothing in this world is more important than the streak. That's cute, but still not as important as the streak. Give me a magic mush, you fucking coward. You guys had those spam calls lately where they just kind of call you, but then they don't say anything? You know? What the fuck is up with that? What are they accomplishing out of that? I've been trying to figure it out all morning. Like, because 9 times out of 10 they call me and they don't say anything, and I go, hello? Because I like to fuck with them. And they didn't say anything, and I said, alright then, coward. And they hung up. Were they listening? Did they know that I called them a coward? These are the questions that will haunt me until I die. HP. Okay. This run suddenly has just so much, I'd say like 300% less anxiety than it did. Also, I just randomly got the flavor of Reese's Puffs in my mouth. You guys ever had that experience before where like you're just sitting there minding your own business, and then all of a sudden you taste the flavor. That just happened to me with Reese's Puffs. Reese's Puffs. Also, sometimes I call them Reese's Puffs instead of Reese's Puffs. I don't know how to explain that. Again, there's a lot of things about the brain that I don't know or understand, you know, as I am, like most people, a dumb fucking caveman ooga booga brain. But I wish I had more control of it, man. Imagine if we had control over... If you could, would you take the ability to control your brain entirely at all times, but you did not have an automatic system anymore? So you constantly had to be... And now listen before you say no. You constantly have to be in control of yourself, like control your heartbeat, constantly thinking about breathing, constantly thinking about like your kidney processing stuff, all of that, right? You have to constantly be thinking about that. But you also have full control over your brain. So I mean, like, you can turn sadness on and off, you can just kind of orgasm at will. You know, I don't know who Will is, but if that's your deal, then go for it. You can kind of do anything you need to with your brain at any given time. Would you trade that superpower? And here's the other thing. We'll say that in this scenario, you've been raised with the ability, like we'll say as a baby, you have the automatic systems, but over time you train and you learn how to start taking control of them yourself. But as you do, you relinquish those automatic systems. But I mean, you become good at it. But if, you know, for even a single second you stop thinking about breathing, you're done so, kid. But at the same time, and they kick in when you're sleeping. So you have to, when you go to sleep, your brain is just like, all right, dog, I got breathing for a little bit. You take a break, big one. So I mean, anytime you were tired, really, you could just be like, all right, brain, we going to sleep now, and your brain would be like, all right, big dog, you in control. You know, like, imagine no more sleepless nights, no more sleeping there, laying down. And actually, this would be a horrifying superpower. This would be an interesting superhero, like, because they could just turn off their moral compass entirely. Man, am I the next Stan Lee, or whoever the true inventor of comics were before, you know, I get a million comments about fucking controversy surrounding Stan Lee where he like stole comics from other people or whatever? I don't know what the deal is. How am I supposed to be up to date culturally on everybody who's fucked somebody over, huh? Can I not just enjoy a goddamned comic book? I know that's not a very good way to think about things, but like, come on, man. I'm just trying to make a passing joke to pass the time. You can probably tell I have a lot of different energy compared to my therapeutic video, and I don't know what the difference is, man. My therapist canceled on me today, which is unfortunate, so I had a little extra time before I had to get started on daily activities. I probably could have played him a little bit more. We have one more chance for a... Yeah, we can go ahead and do the curse room. Please die. Please die. Please die. I can't really explain why I enter what moods when I do, man. Just know that some days I feel more energetic than others. And, you know, I guess that's just a human thing. But isn't it weird? Like, doesn't it seem like some people always have energy? Or are always, like, ready to go and stuff? I don't even know what that means, but... I guess it's just how you are perceived by other people. I remember at work the other day I wasn't feeling, like, up to my usual self. And my coworker noticed. She was just like, hey man, you good today? And I was just like, yeah, I'm just tired, you know. But I guess she perceives me as a typically energetic and talkative person. Who knows though? Mystery gift. It's all up to perception. Get bummed on? Get fucking bummed on, bud. I was thinking today I would really like to stream some Master Duel, but I don't think anybody would even care. Integrate. Okay, this run is shaping up. We just, God, just please give me some HP, my man. Mr. bread fund, big Kickstarter. Where the hell is Four Souls Requiem, huh? And could you not have thought of a better name than Four Souls fucking Requiem? Heebie-jeebies, man. I feel like I'm listening to the next fucking Lamb of God album. In fact, I'm pretty sure they had an album called Requiem. I just feel like there's not a more pretentious name than fucking Requiem. I almost got wrecked in my queum just then. Yo, if your girl had a queum, would you be all up in that thing? I don't know what's wrong with me. I was about to say it's our duty as a man to conquer every hole, but I don't know why I was gonna say that. You know, I deserve sex. That's basically what I'm saying. About the Joe's computer shop saga, by the way. 2 of Clubs is not what we needed. I have received my computer again. I'm still recording off the laptop. You could probably tell by the lag top, as I guess I should call it from now on. Get him, singular fly. Yeah. No! Okay. Give me a donation machine at the least. That was not a good use of our key. We're gonna fucking do all this the Emperor. This is Necro 1. Okay, that's good. Strength is also pretty good. I've received my computer back. Unfortunately, it is not fixed. He wishes for me to do a week's worth of testing with his solid state drive and his video card plugged in. I have not had the time to do anything. So this is actually one of the first times I've had. I swear this is a Smiling Friends reference, but maybe it's not. Yeah, he's even got the little cross. Yeah, I think that's totally a Smiling Friends reference. That's epic chungus moment. I do plan to actually get down to testing the computer and everything like that, but like, man, I just already have so much fucking shit going on that I don't feel like I really have time to do so. I feel like since, you know, and Joe, if you're watching this, cool, man. Thanks for the support. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. But, like, I feel like, man, I sent it to you. Shouldn't you be the one doing the fucking testing? Why am I paying you? I get it. I don't have access to a spare fucking, hard drive. Well, I do. Hard drive and, video card, which I also do. But like, dude, I'm paying you. Why am I testing the fucking computer? Just fix it. Keep it as long as you need to. I don't care. But I waited a week and almost a half. I think a week and a half to have you hit me back up finally and be like, "Hey man, I swapped 2 computer parts out. Let's go ahead and have you go test it for a week." And I get it, man. You're a busy guy running a whole ass computer shop. That's a lot of work. But like, dog, this ain't my job. My job is to complain on the internet and, you know, be a good little boy at school. I don't know. I don't get paid for this shit. Oh, God, I gotta do my taxes today. You fuckers, you kids made it so I have to pay gosh darn taxes on my Twitch account, I think. I don't think it's enough to actually claim, but I'm going to claim it. Just to be safe. But thank you for that, actually. It's a pretty epic chungus moment. I think a majority of that money came from my mom subscribing to me. But hey, overall, thank you guys. It's very generous and noble. Really a noble effort to support a young glizhead such as myself. Alright, good shop. You know, it's not what you think when you think good shop. Give me a better spacebar item. We'll take that. Coupons appeared. Okay. Pop him. Black candle's pretty good. Take the spirit heart. Take that. Take that. Maybe we can get 2 more cents at some point. At least now our flies are going to be big old boys. Do we do it? Do we do it? I think that this run has already been challenging enough that we don't need to do it. I can hear the collective sigh from Zeno, who wanted me to lose, and Poe, who wanted me to succeed. So, shoutouts to you guys for your opposing personalities and the beauty that comes from within them. This is the peg zone, by the way. Beware ye all who enter here be pegged. Or that's what compost does? Oh, I've been using it wrong this whole time. I was wondering why it was occasionally giving me more or less hearts than originally. Hergaderg! I don't know what I was planning on doing. I can just do this myself. I'm a strong, independent Isaac who don't need no man. Yep. Yep. Alright, I'll pay you 3 times, my guy. I'm too tiny to actually rub up against you. And honestly, it's just worth the deal chance more than anything. But anyways, I gotta fucking test my computer at some point today. On top of the chores and homework that I already have to do. And I just want to play Yu-Gi-Oh, man. I'm going to another tournament tomorrow. I'll give you guys the lowdown, the sticky wiki. I might record another video after this one. If so, I won't have the details on it. If I record a video on Friday instead, I'll have the details on it, but we'll see. Realistically, I should get some kind of backlog going. I've just been a lazy piece of shit. But I do enjoy doing this. I never want to do it, but then when I'm doing it, I'm always just like, this is fun. It's a nice little brain exercise. You know? How long can you sit and talk to yourself in a room for a period of time? It's kind of amazing. At work, I work with children, and I work with at-risk youth who have done bad things, typically. But when they freak out and we have to like put them in holds and all that kind of jazz, we have this room called the quiet room that we take them in. And as intimidating as that sounds, it's literally just a room where they can go and chill the fuck out and just be quiet for a little while. And 9 times out of 10, they'll be in there and they'll kind of pog out for a little bit, like, fuck you, oh, why am I in here, I want to die, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I shouldn't make light of that whole situation, but, you know, they're freaking out. And then I've found that if you leave them alone in the room long enough, they always calm down and chill out. It's like the magical tool for children. It's like the more that you feed in to that negative energy and like them freaking out and everything like that, the more they're going to do it, the more they're going to test you and push your boundaries and see what they can get away with and try to agitate you and make you more angry. You know, teachers, and I'm guilty of it too. I think everybody who's worked around children has been guilty of this at some point. But, you know, if you feed into the energy that they're trying to put out and they're like getting all angry and then you get all angry and freak out and everything like that, they're going to fucking go into overdrive mode, man. But if you don't feed into that and just kind of like ignore it, that's the best thing you can do to kids, man. Because eventually they lose it. They just stop. And it's kind of amazing. For instance, the other day, I had to wake this kid up to get ready for the day. And he didn't want to get up. So we were like, all right, man, well, we're going to have to, you know, give you all the punishments that we give you for all that. I don't want to go into, like, the whole punishment routine. But we have punishments for when kids act up, obviously. And he didn't want to get up. So obviously he was accepting the punishment, and they were just like, all right, man, well, hey, you just got to chill with him. If he's not going to get up, we can't physically force him to get up. So just chill with him and let us know what's going on. And I was just like, all right, well, if I sit here long enough, you know, he'll get, well, my supervisor actually said, she was like, if you sit here long enough, he'll just get bored, and eventually he'll get up on his own accord. And I was like, all right. So I grabbed a book, sat on the bed across from his, and just kind of waited. And lo and behold, about 30 minutes later, this kid gets bored, gets up, starts talking to me, you know, starts talking about the everything, and I'm just impressed. I'm like, wow, this lady's been working with kids long enough to know that they're not going to pull this shit forever. They're just going to pull it as long as they can get attention out of it. And, you know, that might be a little callous to say. But again, I'm in a certain mood today, so I guess, you know, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. I love the kids that I work with and everything. I finally got trained to be able to put children into holds, which is a scary thing to say, but unfortunately necessary in my line of work. You know, we got trained on the proper techniques so we don't hurt the kids and the kids don't hurt us and everything like that. Just a safety precaution among anything. Because the kids will freak out and they will go off sometimes, and you have to be prepared for it. Anyways, I had to put my kid in the first hold the other day. Put a kid in my first hold the other day, And Lord, it was intense. Kid, you know, he'd been having a bad day and everything, and we were kind of trying to work with him, but he just kept getting angrier and angrier. And then we were outside. Let's fucking go. We were outside, and kid grabs a nail, and I see him grab the nail. You know, it's like a construction nail. I see him grab it out of the wall. Not like it was sticking out of the wall already. Anyways, he grabs it, and one of the people goes, "All right, man, drop the nail." And he goes, "No." And I see somebody else swoop in and try to go for the nail, and I see resistance from the kid. And you know, this isn't like a badass story. Like, the kid's fucking 13. But when I see the resistance, I'm like, all right, this kid could hurt somebody. He could hurt himself. He could hurt me. He could hurt one of my fellow staff. So I go in from behind, and I do this technique that we learned where you kind of shove your body, and it pops their body forward, and then their arms fall behind them. Grab their arms, come in from behind, and kind of scoop in like this. And we will go to Isaac, actually. We might lose, but it's worth the potential Polaroid. Let's pop these. Anyways, I have the kid in the hold, right? And I'm trying to restrict him and saying, hey, you guys got the nail? You guys got the nail? It was stressful, man. Afterwards, the kid was unbelievably pissed off at me. Which is understandable, man. You're being held by a man who's quite a bit larger than you. It sucks. And so, you know, we're trying to deal with the situation. Actually, I'll come back here and I'll just pop compost on this room before Isaac. We're trying to deal with this kid freaking out and everything like that. And he's just so angry at me. He's like, I'm going to fuck you up. You know, you done fucked up. All that kind of shit. Generally, you know, again, he's 13, but he's angry. And, you know, he has the capacity to hurt somebody. He had grabbed the knife. So, I mean, you got to watch out for it. And he's saying all these things. And so I leave for a little bit, right? I'm like, all right, obviously this kid's mad at me. I need to get out of this situation, and maybe he'll calm down. So I go inside, and I go, you know, I calm myself down. I kind of take a little bit of a breath. I go inside, and I hang out for a little bit. And then on the walkie, I hear all hands, I need all staff on deck outside. And I go, okay, all right. Well, obviously he hasn't calmed down. Who knows what's going on there, but they said all staff on deck. So I go out, right? And I see him walking away from the staff. And he sees me, and he goes, you better get the fuck out of here. And I go, hey, supervisor lady, do you want me to leave? And before she could say anything, kid starts running at me. He fucking books it. He's maybe like 50 feet away. And I'm not intimidated by him because I think they had gotten the nail at this point. So I wasn't super worried about it. I didn't think he was going to be able to actually hurt me. And so I stood there. Kind of like, again, this isn't like a badass story or anything like that. Because to show him that I wasn't scared of him or intimidated, I just stood there and ignored him, even though he was charging at me from like 50 feet away. And let me go ahead and say this is the closest thing to a fight I've ever been in. And I go, hey, supervisor, do you need me here? And by the time that I get that out of my mouth, kid is like real close to me. And I guess he thought that either I would move or they would catch him. But either way, neither of those things happened. And he fucking bumps into me head first, full force, and flomps, I guess that's a word now, off of me onto the ground, and just kind of sits there for a second. Gets back up and is immediately trying to get back onto me and everything, but the staff is there at that point, and they catch him and everything like that. And I go, so yeah, do you need me to leave? And I don't know, I feel kind of bad for him, you know? Like, he was already so frustrated and everything, and then, you know, I did that. I know I did what I had to do to kind of like make sure that everybody was safe, and you know, who knows what kind of damage he could have done with the nail had I not tried to do something, you know? But overall, it was not a situation that I enjoyed being in whatsoever. I didn't like putting him in the hold. I didn't like the repercussions. I didn't like how angry he got. It was all around just weird, but Yeah, that's the story of my first hold. All right. It's the story of my first hold. This is our first Isaac fight on the fight. Are you kidding? That's so cheesy, dude. You can't just fucking hit me with the beam over and over again, bro. Chill the hell out. Oh my god. Three HP in the first 10 seconds of the fucking fight. Are you gosh darn kidding me, you joker? The kid ended up getting discharged from the place that I work. Unrelated, those beams came out quicker than normal. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't think this is a good position to be in. No! The streak! Are you kidding me? That is definitely a way for the streak to end. We have a best streak of 8. We're not going to be able to carry it all the way through the save file, but hey, man. Who was that, Eden? That hurts! But that's a way to lose it, and if we're going to lose it to anybody, it's going to be Isaac. I think those beams at the beginning are a little sussy baka, but hey, that's the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I've been Garrett, TheGoldenFool, whatever you want to call me, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for listening to my bullshit. See ya. Oh, is it still recording? Is it... Should I... Well, this is awkward.